Hello, how are you? Just want to chat it up for a few minutes today about 2020 and the impact it's having on so many people. If you were raised in a chaotic household, a chaotic environment, I think 2020 is bringing that all out to the forefront. If it was, you were in a family that was unpredictable, and it could be for whatever reason, maybe you had a parent that couldn't hold a job, so things kept changing that way. Maybe you had an abusive household where you never knew when the explosion was going to happen. It could be a host of things. In my household, it wasn't chaotic as much as my mom was a very brittle diabetic, and I've talked about this before, and so her moods would swing, which were really not her fault, because back then they didn't have the pump and all the stuff they have now to check your sugar. I mean, she had to check her sugar 4 or 5 times a day, but it was always up and down, so you wouldn't know. I mean, she could be as happy as a lark, and 10 minutes later she would come in just yelling. So that type of chaotic upbringing. And I know a lot of you guys are shaking your heads like, yeah, no, that's kind of how our house was. 2020 is just triggering people like crazy, because it's the chaotic, unpredictable. You can't solve the problem. You can't make it better. You can't drink your way through it. You can't eat your way through it. You can't sleep your way through it, because it's been going on for a long time and could go on. They're predicting maybe through spring of next year. And that's even with a vaccine that comes out. The vaccine, you just don't flood a market with vaccinations. It takes time. You have to go through sets of testing. But this is really triggering people. So I kind of want to talk to, if you're being triggered, how to kind of do self-care. Meditate every day. When you feel yourself being triggered, step back. When I feel I'm getting triggered, I step back and I just kind of go inward. Now, I can't always go inward when I'm at a meeting or that, but I do. I just kind of will sit there, and to myself, I'll just kind of start hearing a song play, a relaxing song, and just keep repeating to myself, everything's okay, okay, I'm in control. Do stuff like that. I mean, meditating where you meditate is great, and I hope everybody does that every morning. And you don't have to meditate for 30, 40, 50 minutes like everybody thinks. You can meditate for 5. However long you have to meditate, that's perfect for you. But you have to learn how to calm yourself and how to kind of slow down your breathing. And because when you're in that state of chaos, you can't be reasoned with. I know, because people have tried to reason with me, and it's like, don't reason with me, because I can't be reasoned with. And right now I'm being triggered. Now, this is after the fact, but I've learned to kind of recognize when it happens, and to, like I said, to just kind of go inward and hear music playing, or just say, I am safe, I am fine, I am safe, I am fine. So have some affirmations that you can say to yourself that will help, reset you, because that's what you need. You need to reset. And if you don't know how to reset, it could send you spiraling for a day, 2 days, for a week. You really have to learn how to step back. Even if you're in a meeting, you can breathe. Take 10 deep breaths. And that's it. Don't do anything. Just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, count to 5 or 10, breathe out. And just do it 10 times just to calm yourself. And like I said, affirmations. I'm in control. No one can hurt me. This is a passing thing. This too will pass. I am safe. I am fine. And just keep saying that to yourself. You don't have to say it out loud unless you can. If you can excuse yourself from the room, excuse yourself. Get up and say you have to go to the restroom. And just take time to calm. Because chaotic households or a chaotic workplace can take a toll on you. And we're in the midst of something that we cannot control. I view 2020 as a reset. I view 2020 as the earth kind of pausing in a not good way and resetting, trying to reset itself, trying to right all the wrongs. I don't know. I can't. It's just a long pause. And you've got to do what you can during this long pause. This is a time, I've seen so many people start businesses, build businesses. I've seen people, switch jobs because, jobs are opening more right now. People are, are just making changes that they might not have been able to make if it wouldn't have been for 2020. Now we're all going to, for the rest of our lives and for the next generations, we'll learn to curse 2020, and they'll probably try to remove 2020 from the dictionary and all that, the cancel stuff. They'll try to get rid of it, but it'll always be viewed as, 2020. But if you look at it as an opportunity to make changes, an opportunity that although it seems like the pace is going 1,000,000 miles an hour, it seems like there's 10 times more work depending on what field you're in. I'm in healthcare, so I just can't get enough work done in time. But it also gives you time to pause, because it's not like you can go sit at happy hour with your friends on a Friday or Saturday night, at least not here in Arizona. The bars are opening, but ever so slowly. It's not like you can go out to dinner. You just can't forget what's going on by hanging out with people. And I think that's also triggering people. So if you're not comfortable with being alone, then this is really encroaching on your comfort zone, because you do have to get, I'm married, I have a daughter, so she comes around, so I'm not always alone. But I'm one of those people that I could be alone forever and embrace it. I am at my heart, I am a loner. At my core, I would be very happy being alone. And I know a lot of people that know me be like, no way, you're social, you're this or that. At my core, if I had books and some music, maybe some vodka, I'd be just fine. But it has triggered me too. I've had to go on a real path over the past couple months since, January. My daughter got really sick in January before we even realized that was coronavirus. So, I've kind of been on this weird journey anyway of trying to figure out why stuff like this triggers me and how I can heal it. So if you have challenges, please reach out to me. Please direct message me. Please call me, email me, because I know how you feel. This is a rough time. And if you have that chaotic background, and my background had a C in chaos, then it's sometimes hard to navigate, especially when you see so much chaos going around you. So even if my little area is Zen, even if I, made this Zenful area, it doesn't mean everything around me is in chaos. And everything around me that is chaotic, can trigger you. I've learned to kind of push my way through it, or step back. Like I said, step back, go be alone for a couple minutes and just reset. So let me know how I can help you. If you really get stressed, meditate, learn how to calm yourself, affirmations, breathe, just breathe. We will get through this. This too shall pass. I'll talk to you guys later.